Hi, Naomi. Yeah, most of the things have gone down to Kelly's to get photographed, so that was just one that had been left behind. So I put it up there. So I wanted something to show. Oh dear. She's been rushing around like a lunatic. Oh, hi, Dana. Oh, good evening, Jean. Hi, Pauline. Hi, everybody. I've got my big hook today. Hi, June. I don't know why, but I'm not much good with a big hook, actually. Oh, hi, Denise. I'm not much good with a whopping hook. It's a 9mm. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Connie. You love this time of the evening. I've just had my painkillers, so if I nod off, you'll have to just excuse me. Hi, Carol. Hi, Denisha. Hi, wait a minute, Craft Angel. Where are we now? Woohoo. Sarah. Oh, dear. I've just been watching your video, Denise, having to unpick everything. Oh, hi, Kelly. Well, one Kelly's here anyway. Star-crossed stitches. Hang on, that's Helen, isn't it? Yeah. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sharon. What am I making? I'm making one of those, those big shrub things that I first saw on random. Oh, here we go again. I can't ever say this. Random ramble. No, Randy's ramble. Oh, whatever. You know what I mean. You know who I mean. Oh, hi, Miguel. Oh, dear. Hi, Pat. Hi, Julie. Yeah, I made one for myself ages ago, and I had this lovely blue and white yarn, and that's the one, random rambled. No, I can't even say it. Hey, the Squirrel Squad. Hello. You're early tonight, aren't you, Squirrel Squad? You don't usually land till later. How am I feeling tonight? I'm feeling okay myself. Yeah. Backache, of course, but we don't talk about that because a million people out there in the world have got things much worse than I've got, so I'm not moaning. Yeah, I've just watched Denise's latest one, and I've just watched Little Drops of Wonderful. Hi, Isaac. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Chris. Happy Saturday to you, dear. Hi, Handmade Designs. The hanger behind me, it's like a top. It was in one of the crochet magazines ages ago. It's like a circle to a square, it was called. So I just fancied making it, so there it is. Oh, hi, Linda. Yeah, I've been watching, as I say, Little Drops of Wonderful. And what I liked about it is she's been going around Rochester and she was showing, I know Charles Dickens was all like fictional, but he actually used real kind of houses that as the backdrop, to his books. And so that's what she was showing people. So I'm like, and it was I found it very, very interesting. Very interesting. You're uploading a vid on a computer. Yeah. No, I just watched Denise's about half hour ago, so I was a bit late. I'm crocheting, those great big shrub things that starts off like a huge granny square. Yeah. I just had this yarn that's, I think it was from Hobium. It's quite thick. It's like a sort of a chain. Oh, hi, Christy. It's kind of like a chain. I don't know whether you can see it or not. It's very thick. It's quite stretchy. It's like a chainette, and it fades from blue. So I had 5 of these, and I think there's It's 100 gram, but there's 250 meters on them. So there's quite a lot. No, I'm not making a little blanket. It's a shrug. I finished the blanket, by the way, people. Oops, let me get me. You saw his little hat, didn't you? Oops, where's it gone? I made his hat. I'm waiting to sew the badge on yet. And I made his scarf. I'm already on Christmas presents already. Hi, Tina. Hi, D, Granny D. I don't know, to be quite honest with you, because it's all in Turkish. It doesn't give you anything like fives or whatever. I'm just taking it to be chunky. Oh, hi, Donna. Hi, Noni. Yeah, and I've just done his blankie. Well, hello there, Kelly. Lancashire Crafty Lasses. It's Kelly in disguise, I think. It is you, isn't it, Kelly? You drove the boat over, did you? Yeah. Yeah, just Kelly. Say hello to Kelly, people. Yeah, I've just finished his. Yes, a blanket, Miguel. A blanket. Look, 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 look. A blanket. It's only a small one, though. Yeah, I started on the. No, she came on by accident. She was obviously using our other channel. I made a corner to corner and I hated every moment of it. And it's going to be the one and only corner to corner that I make. And I've started my great niece's blankie. That's going to be hers. She's having a unicorn blankie. So that's hers. So that's it. I do not want to see corner to corner ever again, Miguel. I just hated every moment of it. I don't like it. You always have a stitch you don't like, and I didn't like doing that. But I don't like doing blankets, so it was just too much of a good thing. Everybody else loves the corner to corner, but you see, we can't all love the same thing, can we? Otherwise, the world would be swamped with corner to corner blankets. I said to Kelly, if we get any orders for corner to corner anythings, they're hers. No, I just don't. It was probably because I did it so close together. Yeah. I didn't want it to be very open. I mean, the little girl's blankets is, she's having a granny stitch one. Donna, it's still here. It hasn't got down. Did you see the great big box that I put a picture of? It's just huge that we have to go through. Well, Kelly has to go through before we even get things onto the site. And this one was at my house, so it won't be going on just yet. It will be going on there, Donna. Don't panic. It will be going on there. Yeah. Kelly's got to do the photographs, and I'll be doing the descriptions of some of them. So that's why I had that little video with me going, No, that's the biggest sized one, Kelly. There's two smaller ones, Donna, that are will be photographed there at Kelly's. But that's the one that I did that was bigger because I thought everybody wanted, well, not everybody. I thought somebody might want a larger sized one. Yeah. So that's what it was. Yeah. No, these were on the in the dining room. So you didn't get to see them. I'm still doing Kelly. Still on my big shrug thing. Oh dear. Well, it rained and rained and rained. And I mean, did my hair again. It didn't go blonde, even though we used a blonde colour, but it went a lot lighter. So it'll go blonde eventually. I decided I want to be blonde again. The pattern again for which one, Denise? Which pattern are you looking for? Oh, pink, Kelly. Oh, all right. Thank you, Chris. Oh, the top behind me. If I find it, I'll let you know. It's in one of the magazines, isn't it? Oh, clocks go back tonight. Oh. How am I health-wise today? Enough said, I think, Donna. I've just took my pills, so we'll let them work our way through. I'll let you know if I can find it, Denise. I'm sure Do I hide my subscriptions? No, I didn't think I did. I don't think so. I don't do it. You know me, I'm not very technical. So if I hide my subscriptions, it's purely by accident because I don't know how I do it. An extra hour in bed, that would be lovely. Yeah, it's called The Circle in the Square. It's in one of the crochet magazines. I need to do a video tomorrow because I've got 2 more crochet magazines to show you. Woo! One of them I'm a bit bemused by it though, because the pull-out supplement was all about sewing as well and quilting and everything, you know. I suppose I don't know what ply it is, Melody. It's from Hobium. And it doesn't really say much on it except it's all written in Turkish. It's blurry. So I don't know what it is. Oh, hang on a minute. It tells me a suggested crochet hook size, but I need my glasses on for this bit. When I can find them. Ah, there they are. Oh, you're going now, are you? Right. Okay, sorry. It is a chain yarn, Chris, yeah. It's, let me see what it says. It says 250 meters, 100 grams, 72 acrylic, 18 wool, and 10% PA, whatever PA is. Knitting needle 7 to 8, whatever that is, and crochet hook 7. But it doesn't give a thickness, you know, like some have got 2, 3, 4 on, and doesn't say anything on it at all. Everything's written in Turkish. No, I think it's sort of like a fine chunky, isn't it? It's a chain, so when you pull it, it goes thinner, if you know what I mean. It's very loosely twisted. I think it's more or less a chunky. Oh, bye, Enid. Yeah, it does. It's crocheting up like a chunky because I'm on a... Took my glasses off again, haven't I? I'm on a 9mm hook. It's a bit... I think it's a bit open work, but Kelly keeps telling me it's... I've got to go with the flow and make things a bit baggier. Yeah, I watched Crystal's video, yeah. It was good how she raised... Well, the subscribers raised, what was it, 3,500, didn't they? Yeah. So should she put the other 500 in? Because they can do a lot of things with that kind of money. Save a lot of pets with that kind of money. It's like they were saying with the vets, you know, that cat was like for $500 to have a cat. Yeah. Hi there, hanging out. Shan, I spoke to her the other day and she's getting there. Oh, got lipstick down there, yeah. She's getting there. The little boy's doing very, very well at school. So I think she's getting there. She's still getting the headaches, but yeah, she was okay. And I spoke to her. I spoke to her in the middle of the week to see how the little boy was, doing. I think she's coming to terms with the diagnosis. It's kind of like still in limbo, a lot of it. They've told her a lot of things, but they don't know how it's going to progress at the moment, I don't think. Yeah, she's coping very well, Miguel. She's got the right attitude. She's, determined she's going to, sort it all out, yeah. I'm struggling with this 9mm. It's really, I have trouble with my hands when they're so big. The hooks. I couldn't do a 20mm, I don't think, if you paid me. I mean, a friend of mine in Spain sent me a little video clip of a lady who makes these like Moses baskets. And she's using a really big hook. But, even on the video, she's got plasters and, you call them band-aids, don't you, all over her fingers. And she's saying like she's always hurting her fingers because she has to push this, she uses like a kind of a twine stuff. Yeah. I wouldn't like to do that. I said to him, well, it's very, very nice, but you won't get me doing that with my hands. 40mm hook. Oh no. That will be like a telegraph pole with a hook on the end. Broomstick. Oh my God. That is much too fat. It would be like a broom, yeah. I did once try the broomstick knitting, what it called odd pins or something, where you knitted on one big needle and one little needle. I did do that when I was much, much younger. But I still found it hard to knit with the, to knit with the big hook, with the big needle. You knitted with one size needle and then you went back with the smaller needle, but I found it difficult to go back again with the bigger needle. Yeah, I don't. You still got your odd pins. I've still got a very big yeah, we did a vlog on it, behind the scenes, and I sneaked a photograph in of all the boxes that were in Kelly's living room when she went to get the boys from school. She didn't know I was taking that one. Her corner of the lounge has all been taken over. My niece came today to take me shopping and do my hair, and I said to her, can you see this picture here? I said, well, can you pop down to Kelly's one day when she's finished with them all and pick them up? And she went, yeah. I said, all of that I'll be coming back home. Well, most of it anyway. And she goes, oh, right. Yeah, we put a video on the Lancashire Crafty Lasses YouTube, just a short one. And I think Kelly's put it on the page, I think. And I've put a photograph of me going, when she's trying to teach me. Yeah. Oh, she did a wonderful job there, Donna, with my craft room. I was supposed to be the one that was putting things into bags and sticking them up, but I got criticised because apparently I wasn't neat enough. Yeah, the baby things, they're still in my room yet at the moment. Yeah, the thumbnail, I'm going, That was kind of what I was like while she was teaching me. Yeah. Yeah, I was supposed to be doing the bags, like I say, and I made a right pig's ear of them. And Kelly kept saying, call yourself a bag lady. She said, that's just not right. So she was straightening them all out again and putting sellotape on them. So I was even redundant from putting things into bags. So I'm a bit useless, really. But it's much better organised now because she's put down all the chunkier yarns and the Aran yarns where I can actually reach them without having to go like that and knock everything down. So we've put the cottons that I use in the summer. I need somebody to boss me, Kelly. You know what I'm like. Yeah. Hello, Ethan. How are you doing? Yeah. It's she's a big help. Big help. I just wanted to live next door to me, that's all. She just lives too far away. The house next door is rented. Shall I throw them out? Yeah, I'll throw them out next door, Kelly. Yeah, she's assertive, yeah, but I'm assertive as well. So we're assertive in different ways. So we sort of like, it's like Kelly said the other day, we balance each other out. Her strengths and my weaknesses kind of balance out. I don't know what the rent is next door. I'll throw them out for you if you want. You can squat. Yeah. Your earache, oh blimey, I've had earache. I tend to just put something warm next to my ears. Just put it like something behind my ears. As they say, you're not supposed to, put olive oil in anymore. You want to live in Hobby Lobby, do you, Chris? Oh, you have to be assertive, yeah. Yeah, hot water bottle or something wrapped in a towel. I have earache a lot, but not actually in my ear, behind. That bone that's kind of like behind your ear. It's just, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea, Tina. Who else was making twiddle muffs? Oh, I think it was Grace, wasn't it? GB Maltese. She was making twiddle muffs, but I think she's gone on to doing that 5D, what do you call it, diamond stuff now. Hi, Candy Goth. Hi, Lily. I know we used to put all sorts of stuff in our ears, didn't we? Has Karen made some as well? Good idea if anybody wants to make anything for like charity, because I know my dad, he had dementia before he died, and he wore a hole in my mum's chair. She had like buttons, on a corduroy suite, and he just fiddled with the button so much that it wore a hole. Yeah. Hi, Joy. Yeah, they're a very good idea, Miguel, if you have spare wool, yeah. Hello, Marsha. Yeah, I might need a twiddle muff one day. Maybe I should make myself just in case. It went really cold here today. I thought I was really... Oh, are you going, Melody? Yeah. I wonder how Setta's doing over in Alaska. Fancy moving from Virginia to Alaska. Oh, if I was in Virginia, I'd stay there. Alaska seems a bit too cold for me. What have I missed by John Luke? What have I missed? I've missed something. What have I missed? What's John Luke done? Oh, you'd take Alaska. I don't like the cold, Chris. I really don't. I wouldn't like it to be like, you know, when I was watching Z and she was delivering mail and it was 90 odd. Oh, hi, Patricia. He's made 21 twiddle muffs. That's great, isn't he? What's he done? Has he stitched them or sewn them, or how has he made them? I didn't know he could crochet, Jean-Luc. I suppose you could make them. Oh no, they might be a bit narrow though if you made them on one of those. Yeah, I think she probably wants to come back. It's cold, isn't it? No, you know, when you, what do they call? Oh, those little knitting machines that go round and round. What the hell are they called now? I've got one in the garage. But I think they would be too narrow, yeah. Oh, I don't like when it's cold. And I don't like the snow. Oh, Jean UK. I thought it wouldn't be Jean-Luc. I didn't think he crocheted. Yeah, no, not a loom. Those, what are they called? Those things that you turn the handle. Oh, tell you I'm brain dead. Addy king size, that's the one. Mine's in the garage. I never use it. I'm doing very well, Sandy. Thank you very much. I feel as though it's not like proper knitted to me. It's like cheap knitting, isn't it? I used it a lot about, a few years back when I made a load of hats with all my oddments. But I've gathered up so many oddments again. It's an Addy machine, a knitting machine. It's like a loom, but you don't have to do it by hand like that. You turn a little handle and it goes round like a knitting machine. Yeah, I did a lot of hats for, but it's better with the American, the sort of, oh, hi, Diane. It works better with like the 4-weight, the worsted weight. Our double knit's a bit thin and the hats look a bit sort of sad. But yeah, if you use Aran, it's hard to turn the handle with some of the Arans. So yeah, I think it was geared for the American market more than the UK market. Yeah, it probably would work, Lily, with the finer Arans, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting on my Christmas presents, although I'm not doing a Christmas present at the moment. I'm just doing something I can just mindlessly think about, or not think about, I should say. I hate to waste the time I'm on here by not crocheting, but I can't do with anything I've got to think about. Because I'm not very bright, so it takes a lot. Oh, it takes a lot. So did you go out today, Kelly, or did you stay in and not get wet? Snack is prawn cocktail crisps and Aero. I still got a bit of lollies Aran left. Do you remember when I made that great big cake for that friend of mine in Scotland? I got her quite a few shades of green to choose from. And I've got some emerald green left over. And I've got some lime green left over. And I also bought a big box of purple. Gosh, you've been busy, Kelly. You make me feel really... I went shopping and had my hair coloured. Oh, I did wash the dishes, and there was a lot of dishes. I did wash the dishes. But I didn't do the hoovering like I was supposed to. Yeah, the cake was a labour of love. It was a good job it was for a friend. I wouldn't do it again. Yeah, I've got a big box of purple Aran that came from Lollies as well, but it didn't have any labels on it. And to me, it looked slightly different colours. Although Kelly kept saying it was the same, but I could see differences in it. Because I used to work in, like a wool shop, so I used to see very slight nuances in colours. So I think I'd have to be very careful how I used it all up. I didn't want stripes down, stripes across it, yeah. Oh, you weren't wearing your glasses. No, you weren't. All right, Denise, have fun. Yeah, I've got a few headbands that have not been, well, I did photograph them, I think. And I made a few of those rosy wraps, which Miguel keeps insisting I put one on again, and they don't suit me. I don't suit any kind of hats whatsoever. I've got two big knitting machines I'll have to show people one day. You've got the face and the hairstyle though, Lily. I just don't. I look like I'm... Oh, I thought you were going. Sorry, Tanisha. I just don't have the face. I look as though I should be mopping the floor. When I wear one, I look like, the cleaning women that wear them. You can make scarves with them, I think. The reason I got mine was I used to watch, what was she called now? Oh, gosh. The lady whose son went in the military. Oh, I can't remember her name. You know what I'm like with names. I'm terrible with names. And she made a load of beautiful kiddie scarves. She made like a one that looked like the Nutcracker, what's it called? The Nutcracker soldier thing. She did them looking like Santa Claus. Sheepishly Sharing, that's the one, yeah. I did not look lovely in the rosy wrap. Now stop it, Miguel. I couldn't not stop laughing. Yeah. You've got to have the hairstyle and everything to wear those rosy wraps. And I'm the wrong age group for wearing a rosy wrap. I look like I should be mopping the floor. I know. Hi, Brittany. No, there are certain things. Yeah, Lily does suit them. She really does suit them. And I think that, Randy suited them when she put them on. But I just did not. Did not. Oh, hi, Brenda. No, I could not stop laughing when I wore it. Hi, Cheryl. I'm not doing too bad today. I've just had my pills, so. Trev wants to take me on the... I'd look as though I was cleaning the boat, Miguel. Honestly, if I went on Trev's boat wearing a rosy wrap. Hey, I've got a chubby face. There's nobody got such a chubby face. But you can wear short hair. I can't. I just look poor when I have short hair. It does not suit me at all. I look like a chipmunk that's got its winter nuts in its cheeks when I have short hair. Hi, Cheryl. My mum used to say to me, I'm sure you'd suit short hair. You'd look nice with short hair. And then I had my hair cut really, really short. And went in and my mother went, oh my goodness, what have you done to your hair? It's horrible. I said, well, you were the one who said cut your hair. So I did, but I've never cut it since. Never cut it since. Now I can't be bothered because I just twizzle it up and stick a clip in it. And that's me. That's the end of my hairstyling. My niece has got one of those really posh hair dryers, the one that the hair swizzes round it, and it's a Dyson, is it, or something? And I said, I don't need a hairdryer. I don't bother drying it most of the time. I'd rather let it dry naturally. She dried it with the dryer today because she didn't want to leave me with soppy wet hair. But my hair dryer's like from the Antiques Roadshow, you know. Oh, God, it was really... Yeah, every time I went with my hair, I said to her, I don't like short hair. I want to grow it out. And she just kept cutting it and cutting it and cutting it. So in the end, I had to stop going to the hairdressers at all. Yeah. No, I don't really wear it loose. I think at my age, really, I don't think loose is kind of for my age group. Maybe it's just me. You know, no, I've got fat cheeks, gerbil cheeks, you know. So I don't. Yours was long till you cut it. Mine won't grow any longer than about here now. It used to grow right down my back when I was younger. When I had my son, my hair was like almost down to my waist. But as you get older, I think it just breaks off. And then I bleached it all. If you remember, I was blonde for such a long time. The reason I stopped being blonde was because it was breaking off at the bottom. I over bleached it. But now I want to be blonde again. But I'm going in degrees. You can see it's a bit lighter today. Do I make scrunchies? No. They never worked on my hair because my hair's too thin. They just slide out. Hello, Queen's Crochet. Good afternoon or good evening or whatever it is, wherever you are. Well, you're all right, Kelly. Nobody sees yours. Oh, thank you, doll. Oh, I wouldn't want hair down to my ankles, yeah. Yeah. No, I can't do hair. You know, my arms don't sort of... I mean, when I used to put curlers in, I was like this all the time, and I can't do it now. You know. So old age makes it easier. You just hide it back and have it done. Yeah. Your memory's terrible, Linda. My memory's completely gone. People's names, honestly, I'm awful. Awful, awful. My hair's very, very thin, Lily. So when I braided it, it was about the size of my little finger when I did a little braid. I used to envy people who had these big, thick braids, you know. But I've never had thick hair. Never. I got my father's hair, which was very, very thin. My mother had a brilliant, brilliant head of hair. And when she was really ill towards the end, and she started telling everybody what she wanted people to have, you know, you can have my earrings, you can have my ring. And I used to say to her, I want your hair. Leave me your hair. Mine's very thin, weedy. I wish I had thick hair, but you can't have everything you want, can you? I won on the lottery last night, girls. I won girls and boys, £3.50. So I don't think I'm going to spend it all at once. It won't even buy me a coffee. I guess I'm not cut out to be rich. Oh dear. No, my son had very thin hair. He had my hair. Now he's bald now. He shaves it now because he doesn't have a lot of hair, so he shaves it now. £3.50, yeah. Wouldn't take me across the road, that would. It wouldn't even get me a taxi. £3.50. Wouldn't even buy me a coffee. No, I got 2 numbers, I think it was. Oh, it's still burning. It's still burning. Yeah, people who have curly hair hate it. Coffee's cheap. No, it's not cheap here. It's probably about 3 something to get a thing of coffee in Starbucks or something. I don't really buy it, so I don't really know how much it costs. Anybody in the UK know how much Starbucks costs for a coffee? It seems a lot, whatever it is. We don't have a Starbucks anyway, so we've got a Costa coffee. Yeah, we have Costa coffee, but they're so dear. It's a treat to have a coffee over here. My niece bought me a hot chocolate when we were in Tesco's today. £3.25. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, we wouldn't be buying coffees like you buy them, Miguel. Yeah, I only drink coffee out the house when I'm, when I have to, when I'm out for the day. But to buy anything out here, I mean, like, it tickles me when I watch so many people that go and eat out in America, like not just on a special occasion. They eat out like every day or something like that. And I'm like, what? What? I mean, like yesterday I had fish and a little carton of peas, and it cost me £7.10. It was very, very nice, mind you, very, very nice, and it was very nicely fresh and cooked. But it's a lot of money for me, £7.10. Yeah, I'm not. I kind of went off Starbucks when I found out like that they were managing to dodge paying tax because of they were registered in Switzerland or somewhere daft. You know that. Yeah. I mean, beer over here is expensive. I can't afford to go. Yeah, I mean, I've got friends that go in like Costa Coffee nearly every day. I'm like, how'd you do that? I've never had McDonald's coffee because the McDonald's is way up the road from here. And I don't go in McDonald's to eat anyway. We've got a KFC just up the road, but oh my giddy. But I don't go in there either much. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. I had nothing to put on there that was new, so I just had to find something quickly. Yeah, I've heard about that Tim Hortons. I used to watch Laura, what was she called? She used to do all the crocheted hats. She hasn't been on for a long, long time. She designed a lot of crochet hats. The patterns were lovely. And she used to always go into Tim Hortons every day. Oh, this is terrible, isn't it? It's not even 10 o'clock and I'm yawning. Yeah, she used to walk. I remember watching a video of her once. She was walking through this blizzard, to get a Tim Hortons coffee. And I'm like, no way. And it was all, the blizzard was stinging in her face, and she's walking down the street to get this Tim Hortons. I remember thinking, Laura, you must be balmy. I wouldn't do anything like that. I got wet through going to the chip shop. Yeah. No, McDonald's food. No, I've not eaten that for years. Oh, God, I hope I got lipstick. I tell you who's missing tonight, Nathan. Nathan's missing. Hi, Diana, you got your coffee? I don't know what I'm drinking now. I'm not keen on it, whatever it was. It was something that was on offer at the store. It's a bit too strong for me. Oh, heck, honestly. Kenko's a bit weak to me. I used to drink Cafe Noir at one time. I don't like really cheap coffee. I got some from, I don't know, it's Aldi, or whether it was Lidl, but no, I don't like a decaf. I need that oof of a proper coffee. I need coffee in the morning to get me going, yeah. Oh, Chris, you should have seen the state of the three of them when they came in on Friday afternoon. They were absolutely wet through from head to toe. Kelly had just bought a new coat that was supposed to be waterproof, but she was absolutely saturated. I hope you're sending that coat back. It's a waste of money, that coat. It's a lovely coat. Look really, really nice. But yeah, store-bought cornflakes are yucky, aren't they? Yeah. I have to have my coffee in the morning, Tina, before I even get going, yeah. Yeah, it was very nice looking coat, Kelly. I like the colour. But it wasn't the colour that was advertised, and the rain went right through it. Oh, hi, Shad. She just looked as though she hadn't had a coat on when she came in. She was wringing wet through, which isn't good. Yeah, we have. I don't know what's I suppose the cheapest is the Tesco's own, or the supermarket own would be the cheapest, but I don't like it. Me not like it. Look, Shad, got my beads on today. Well, it did look nice though, Kelly, and it did look nice on you. But it's no good if it's not useful. Oh, hi, June. You might as well just stand outside in your cardigan. You know, for all the good that coat was. I had an argument once with one about a coat that just let the rain right through. And they said, oh, it's showerproof. I said, we live in Manchester. I said, how can you sell a coat that's showerproof? Oh, I've got my notification. My ice yarn's coming on Tuesday. It got stopped by the customs. Everything I have seems to get stopped by the customs. Yeah, I want to be making some more of those, you know, those cowl things like with buttons on, with fringe on. define a shower, that's when it just sprinkles lightly. That's a shower. No, I don't have to pay any extra. It just got stopped by the customs, but I don't have to pay any from the customs. Yeah, well, my ice has been arriving, but for some reason or other, this one got stopped. Yeah, customs have to have a nosy in everything, don't they? And then they stick it up with sticky tape, and then it sticks to all the wool that's inside it. No, the last package I got as a gift. I mean, fortunately, the lady who sent it to me did send me a check to cover the cost of the customs. But it cost £50-something in the customs to get it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I had to pay well, like I said, I didn't pay it. It was £54 or something in the customs. I mean, how can they get that from VAT? The yarn did not cost that much in VAT. It's just ridiculous. To me, they always charge me the same amount at the customs. They just have this figure like £54 in their head. And they say, oh yeah, it's Jan will charge her £54. That's what she usually has to pay. You feel like saying, no, stick it. They did ask me one time for money for an ice one a long time ago. And I said, no, I'm not paying it. So I got in touch with Ice Yarn, and they said, no, refuse delivery and we'll send you it again. And they did. I mean, I don't know how much was in my package because it was a gift, you know. And it was a very nice, very, very nice package. But I just felt sorry for the lady who sent it to me because she paid a fortune to buy the yarn. She paid a fortune to post it to me. And then she had to pay for the customs it charged me because she didn't want me to pay for it because it was a gift. So it really cost her a lot of money to send me a gift. This is why I say to people, when people say, oh, we'll send you this, we'll send you that, and I always go, I'm not ungrateful. It's not that I don't want it, but please don't, put yourself into the situations. Yes, funny enough, Miguel, I did receive some more flowers. They came from Canada, I think, these. I think it's Canada that they came from. Because I thought at first it was France because there was... No, I never paid any VAT on small packages with flowers in them, no. I think this lady lives in Canada, I think. The lady's called Amanda. And I think she's in Canada. Because we're saying Par Avion and all this Petit Papier, I thought it was from France at first. Oh, the stamp says Canadian Post, is it that what it is? I know Kelly had said, no, it's from Canada. It's from somewhere called Maple Ridge, wherever that is. And a lady called Amanda. And she sent me 3. She said she chose as much as she could gypsy colours. Yeah. So she sent me 3 lovely flowers. Aren't they pretty? With the weather being so horrible, Chris, I've sort of put it on hold a bit, until it comes to be spring. So, if anybody wants to send me any flowers, we've got time yet because I've got to make some. Yeah. But they're lovely colours, aren't they? They are gypsy colours. They are my kind of colours, especially the red one. And, they are my colours. So I'm kind of aiming. I'm going to collect all the flowers up, but I'm kind of aiming more for, the spring. I didn't feel like putting them out in all this wet, and if we get snow, you know what I'm saying? I thought I'd put them up more spring, because I need to make a pile of them. Oh, procrastination is my middle name, Chris, honestly. You know what I'm like. Kelly knows what I'm like. I always say I need one of them zip cattle prods, that go zip, zip. Yeah, it's I would love to do, like you say, giveaways and things like that, but the majority of the people who watch me are in the US, and I just can't afford the postage. I mean, when I'm sending things that people have bought, that's different, because I tell them how much the postage is going to cost. So that's not like me paying the postage, is it? They're paying the postage when they buy the, sweaters from me. But as for doing giveaways and things like that, I just can't do it anymore. It's just too expensive. People have said, oh, give away patterns on Ravelry, but a lot of people are not on Ravelry anymore because they went off it when there was all that kerfuffling. And so you can't always do that, can you? I mean, when I did a giveaway last time, the things weren't very big. Only small little things are sent out. I did send a lot out, but only little things. But every time I go into the post office, it was like, $10 to send this. And it was like a little envelope, and it didn't weigh much at all. $10 for this, $12 for that. Well, £12 and £10 for that. And I'm like, by the time I finished in the post office, I think it cost me £91 or something just to post all these things off. And I'm like, whoa, that's the last time I'm having a giveaway. I mean, it's not too bad if you have a giveaway, but I don't like sort of saying, right, I'm doing a giveaway, but only people in the UK can enter, because that's just not fair, is it? Yeah, and they weren't that big. Yeah, postage within the UK isn't cheap. Yeah, Nathan's missing, so's Ian. And Trev. Well, we know Trev's missing, yeah. My phone's in my coat pocket, so I don't think. Or Rapunzel for headscarves. No, I've not seen them. I mean, postage is just awful everywhere. I love watching people who have headscarves or scarves. And they make videos where they tie them in about 95 different ways, you know. I know, but it's not the same as it's, Star Cross. It's not the same as doing a proper giveaway where you're giving away wool or you're giving away whatever. A gift card isn't the same, really. It's like when you were a kid and somebody gave you a gift card and you couldn't spend it because all the shops were closed at Christmas, I used to hate that. Yeah. Hi, Rebecca. People used to give me record tokens or book tokens or something. And I used to think that's not a nice present at all for a kiddie, giving them a book token, a record token, or any kind of token, because they can't spend it till the new year. Yeah. Yeah, I envy these women who get these scars and they say they tie it this way and they tie it that way. I try that and oh, it wasn't the fact I didn't like book vouchers. It was just the fact that when I was little, the shops did not open on Boxing Day. The shops didn't open like almost until the new year. So you had this little thing in your hand and you just couldn't go out. Yeah. Yeah. I used to send things to Rosita in the Philippines, but honestly, oh my goodness. 3 pairs of shoes. Oh yeah, do you remember those cards where it went up to £1, I think, when my son was small, where they had little spaces where you could put money in, didn't they? You know, little holes and that. You've got a new channel. What is it, under the Craft Enthusiasts? Oh, I hate the YouTube beggars. I really do hate the beggars who start saying, you know, things like, oh, I really want this, I really want that, but I can't afford it. But I really, really would like this. And oh dear, you know. And I'm thinking, stop it. Stop begging. You know what I mean? You know, it's I just do the humorous ones when I say, if anybody wants to buy me something for my birthday, I take a size, what is it, a size week in a cruise. Yeah. Yeah, check out my Amazon wish list, or I have put my, what is it, PayPal account name underneath it. Yeah, exactly. They plead poverty, then the next time you see them, they're saying they can't afford food and they can't afford this, and then the next video they've bought a load of crap from Amazon, you know. I don't like the furls. I got gifted a furls, and it was a really good one. I know it's got the big, thick, fat, like round plastic handles and that. Yeah, it really puts my back up when people are saying they want this and they want that. And, oh, I've got no money for groceries next week. I just wouldn't put myself in that position. You know, honestly, you know, it's just, ugh. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I would never say, I might say to people, you know, it was beans on toast this week because I'm a bit broke, but I don't say, you know, can you send me some dollars through I don't, oh, no, no. Yeah, it is degrading. It's very shameful, yeah. I watch some people and I'm like this, I'm talking to them and saying, you know, well, if you didn't buy a load of junk, then you'd have enough money for your food, you know, like this, talking back to the videos. Yeah, I don't like begging videos. It's getting me nerves. Yeah, you know who I mean, Kelly. We were watching her the other day, weren't we? We couldn't stop laughing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know people like that. No money for groceries, and yet they get their nails done. Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying, Brittany. I don't want to name any names and start any furore. There's quite a few actually that do it, so I'm not mentioning any names. Yeah. Exactly, Donna. I mean, last week I was a bit broke, but I just went in the cupboard and lived on soup and beans and eggs and things like that. We all have weeks like that. I bought yarn, so therefore, yeah, I bought yarn, so it was my own fault I didn't have money for the food. Yeah, my own fault. But I didn't starve because I had stuff in the cupboard. Yeah, it's just one of them things. We all have rough weeks, don't we? Where we've overspent on something like me, daft, on yarn I didn't really need, but I just wanted it because it was pretty. Eating out, what's that, Miguel? My eating out is going to the chip shop up the road. That's my idea of eating out. Yeah. There are days when I really enjoy like egg on toast. You're not allowed back in the house. Why wouldn't they let you back in the house? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just didn't want to be cooking. I just didn't want to. Hello there, Juanita. Oh, yeah, an enormous crane over the house, right? I thought they'd barge you. Oh, dear. No, I think some people think they're hard done to if they don't have a big steak or something in the house for their tea, or a big piece of beef or something, yeah? Ugh. Yeah, I've got a soup maker I need to start using more of. I like some, yeah, it has to be nice and spicy though, the soup. Oh, I remember watching my friend's house one time. Her husband, I mean, sadly he died, but he had something wrong with his kidneys or something like that. He had to be on dialysis. And they brought this great big massive shed thing that was going to hold his dialysis machine. And they put it up in the air and they had to take it over everybody's rooftops to drop it in the back garden. And we were all, let us go, it's going to smash through about 3 people's houses. But they did it, they got it in there. I wish I could do that. When I worked in the shop, I worked on a precinct, and we had every little shop that we could wish for. We had greengrocers, we had butchers, we had bread shops, we had everything. And I used to buy everything I needed for the day, if you know what I'm saying. I didn't go and do big shopping like I do now. I used to decide what kind of whatever we were having, yeah. Well, they didn't have them when I was newly married and didn't have any money, Miguel. That's all been something new, that. Yeah. My mum was very, very good. If she knew that I was a bit sort of pressed for money, she'd make me like a meat and potato pie. Or I should say a potato and meat pie, because there was more potatoes in it than meat, yeah. And she'd say, I've made you a pie to take home for your tea. And he'd say, oh, great. Yeah, we all have hard times. There's no shame in anything these days. Yeah. I mean, I won't say I've ever gone hungry. I've been fortunate enough to always have something in the house, even if it's only been toast and jam. But, I can't do that, Enid. I just could not deliberately fast. My blood sugars would be all over the shop. because I'm diabetic. Yeah. No, I don't think even my generation doesn't know what real hard time was. I mean, my mother always put something on the table. I'm not saying it was the best food in the world, but we always had something on our table. You know, and yet I had friends at school who there was nothing for them. You know, the parents were either in the pub or whatever, and there was nothing for them to eat. I mean, I've had some very strange things on a sandwich when we were short of money, like tomato sauce and things on a sandwich, yeah. Sultanas on a sandwich or a banana on a sandwich. Yeah, when my mother didn't have anything to give me, you know, for meat and potatoes and stuff. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of children, you know, in my generation, that was the only meal they had was school lunch, yeah. Yeah. But I didn't like the way they used to single out the ones who had free dinners, you know, they used to make them stand separately, and I used to think that's just degrading. No, what do you think? I mean, it was quite normal for me, like that the bedrooms never had heating when I was a kid. And your windows used to freeze. There used to be beautiful patterns up the windows, yeah. Um, my dad used to warm a penny in his hand and put them on the window, make like two little eye holes for me to look through, so I could watch people go by. Yeah, yeah. Big shopping does make me waste food. I agree with that, Patricia. But it's the easiest way for me to shop. Yeah, yeah. To have a bath, we had to sort of warm water in a big copper thing. Yeah. I mean, it's just kids today take it for granted that they've got somewhere warm. I mean, when I was getting in bed when I was a kid, there was like everything on the bed. You know, you were like, you disappeared under a pile of all sorts. Eider Downs duvet, but there was no such thing as a duvet. There was blankets and stuff. And you'd be wearing your cardigan in bed and mittens, you know, to keep your hands warm. I even used to go to bed in a hat when I was little because your head was cold. But that was normal. We weren't poor. Well, we were poor, I suppose, but we didn't know we were poor because everybody else in the street was in the same position, you know, as we were. You know, it's just, oh God, honestly, they complain they don't have designer clothes. I mean, there was no messing about. You just put on what was at the end of the bed that was clean in the morning that your mother had put there. You know, you didn't go, oh, I'm not wearing that. I want to wear this and want like that. And none of that. Your mother put your stuff, didn't she, on the end of the bed like in the morning, and that was what you put on. You didn't have to argue. Oh yeah, mopping the window bottoms, yeah, towels along the window bottoms so that it didn't drip onto your floor because there was no such stuff as carpet. Do you remember lino? Oh, you remember lino? Oh, mopping lino. People only ever used to have a square of carpet in the middle. You never had carpet in your bedroom. You had, yeah, yeah. My mother, they used to make peg rugs. You get an old Hessian sack, you know, like a vegetable sack, an old Hessian sack, and you'd cut coats and stuff into strips like that, and then you'd peg them all through like a rag rug, and that was what you did, yeah. But yeah, the rag rugs, I mean, now they're sort of in vogue and they cost a fortune, but we made them because it was the only way you could afford a rug. It was on like you say, it was on a sack, a clean Hessian sack. I don't know what was in the sack to start off with. It wouldn't be anything dirty like potatoes or anything. It would be a clean sack. Yeah, my mum used to be a bugger for polishing the lino. And then you'd come in the front door and you go woof, straight across. Yeah. My dad used to say, "Stop polishing the lino, Lucy." I'm making a shrug. It's one of those great big things, you know, that you sew them up like and put little bands on them. Yeah. My bed when I was little was flock, if you ever know what a flock bed is. And you used to have to shake it, otherwise there'd be a dip in the middle, you know, where all the flock went to either side of it when you were sleeping like on the lats of the bed, well, the springs of the bed, so you had to get out of bed and shake it. So all the feathers on well, there were flocks, they were cotton. All flocks used to go like into the middle of the bed. Oh, it was such fun when we was kids. I never knew we were poor, though. Honestly, I never knew we were poor. It's only looking back, you know, that you realise that you didn't have money. And kids used to share. You know, if somebody was lucky enough to have a bike, you're, oh, thank you very much, Daisy D. I like weird makeup, yeah. Oh, nice, thank you. Yeah, if anybody had a bike, you didn't hog it and lord over everybody. You know, you kind of shared, didn't you? You know, you all had turns, didn't you, to ride this bike, yeah. You know, whatever you had, you shared. If somebody had a cricket bat, you played cricket. If somebody had a ball, you know, you played football, and you just and it's like if you weren't using your clothes mangle outside, somebody would bring their washing in a bucket and knock on the door and say, "You don't mind if we use your mangle?" You know, it was all right, Connie. Bye now. But it was just the way it was. Yeah, everybody shared everything. If you had two apples and you only needed one, you would offer it to somebody else, wouldn't you? It's all that's sort of gone. People are just selfish these days. They just want. You know, if kids are riding up and down on a bike now these days, they wouldn't even dream of letting a kid down the street who hasn't got one have a ride. You know, it's just all self, and that's the way it is. Sad, isn't it? But oh gosh, I got my mother's twin tub. My mother went up market and got one of the top loading automatic machines when I got married. And she gave me her old twin tub, and I thought, oh, this is so much better than hand wash. Yeah. Yeah, everybody did. If you had fruit trees, if you had people would knock on the door and say, "I've got a few apples here, can you use them?" or something, or you know, or there's some eggs or something. You know, if people had hens, they would offer you some eggs, and it was just better, just better. Oh, cardboard boxes, they were absolutely, we used to squabble at the co-op if there was a cardboard box that had the breakfast cereal in a big one like that, so you could make a house out of it. Yeah. Cut a door and windows, and then you'd spend ages and ages playing in this little house, yeah. Yeah, cats and little kids like a box. There is nothing better than a box. Now, today's kids, they open up their toys and they go, you know, they're not happy with anything. You just feel like shaking them. They look so ungrateful when you see videos of them opening their Christmas presents and that. And they're just not grateful, are they? Or they go, wanted an iPad or something like that. You wanted an iPad? You're lucky if you got a blooming chocolate box when I was a kid. Yeah, you used to wear socks on your hands when you went snowballing if you couldn't find your mittens. I bet we've all done that, haven't we? Worn your dad's socks on your hands because you've got your mittens wet. Oh dear. Because there was no radiators to dry them. All right, Kelly, you're off now, are you? Don't forget you get an extra hour in bed tonight, yeah? The kids won't remember, though. They'll have you up early. No, I bet Kelly's kids get up an hour earlier than because they won't know the clocks have altered. Oh yeah, you'll all have to watch, won't you, next week? Because I'll be an hour different, won't I, than what I am this week. Until you turn your clocks back. What will I be? An hour in front or an hour behind? I don't know what time I'll be. You'll have to sort of keep your eye on it, otherwise I'll be talking to myself. Where's Nathan? Has Nathan come on? I don't think did I see Nathan? Did he come on? I must have missed that. Hello, Jake. Oh, God. Here we go. The idiots are out again. Oh, you there, Nathan? Oh, dear. Hey, Nathan. No, Nathan is here. He is here. He was being quiet, was our Nathan. No, you didn't dream him. He's here. Yeah, if I had a garden, I would try to get somebody to make me raised beds, you know, so that I could actually grow something. But my garden's tiny, so. Oh, hi, Kay. You missed a whistle. I think you did, Miguel, yeah. I think somebody else whistled instead of you. Yeah, but I can't do it. I can't bend. So, you know, it'd have to be raised beds. And I don't have a big enough garden. I mean, where Sue's gone to live, she's got raised beds. Because I think the couple who had the house before her were quite elderly. So they have a few raised beds, so Sue will be okay. I mean, obviously, she's not grown much, you know, this year because she's not been there long. But they aim to, grow a lot of their own vegetables. For next summer. They've got a load of established fruit trees, so she's been busy sort of collecting those, and she's going to make pies and things with them. I don't do well with tomatoes. I don't know why. And I'm not, my son's warned me I haven't got to put plant things on the decking because it would rot the wood. So, I should have got a greenhouse really instead of getting a shed. But I'm not doing it now. I'll just keep buying it from the shop, even though it does taste so much nicer when you grow your own stuff. And it's a bit nicer than home. No, it's not with anything yet, Enid. It's just waiting for my son to do all that sort of thing. So he's threatened me with violence not to put anything on it until it's all done and sealed. Yeah. Yeah, that's why Gigi's only little, but I had trouble with snails when I was trying to grow my own things, even though they were in. Yeah, it's my clock. It's over here. Can you hear it? Yeah, I did fairly well with salad stuff. When I was growing my own bits and pieces. Gigi doesn't wee on the decking. No, I'm very fortunate like that. No, he does go down onto the lawn and the plants to do his wee-wees. I only have him 3 days a week now instead of 5, so I miss him when he's not here, but it's just the way it is now. Yeah. We have Gigi he always goes down the steps and goes onto the lawn. He's a perfect little gent. He's very, very clean. He only ever wets in the house if he's been left and he really is desperate, He's not had an accident, touch wood, for a long, long time. He tells me when he wants to go out. He's very good. And my lovely Poppy's the same. When she visits me, she's a little sweetheart. She comes upstairs to the bedroom to tell me if she needs to go out. They're very well trained. Well, I've put another half of a ball into this. I'm starting onto my third ball now. I'm not sure how big it's got to be. I think it's got to be about 60 inches, I think. I need to go and look up. The finger, I actually bought a finger stall, to keep it firm, but I got it so wet through, it's been drying out, but I've been having it. It's still very, very sore. The knuckle is very, very sore. It's bending right round. Can you see how it's bent? Finger splint, that's it. No, it's all in one, Miguel. It's how can I explain it? If you've not seen a shrug, I don't know how I can explain it to you. Maybe I can explain it to you by showing it to you. Yeah, finger gripper thing. It's like a Velcro thing, and it fastens round to keep your fingers straight. It's like a cocoon, yeah, Tina. Right, Miguel, you do it and then you fold it in half and you sew up there, and then you put your arms in it, and that's the sleeve bit. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying, but it turns out to be like a shrug. 6 fingers? No, I've only got 5. I haven't got 6 fingers, I've just got bent fingers where the blooming arthritis is bending. And look, they're bending all around corners. Look, that's bending around the corner. That bends around the corner. And my knuckles are all swollen. It's great, isn't it? Don't you just love fingers? Don't you just love arthritis? You'll see what it's like when it's finished, Miguel. If you watch Randy, she wears them. You're seeing double, Miguel. It is your headache. It took Kelly 3 days to get rid of her headache. Was it 4 days? Yeah, I need an eye appointment. I've got another appointment just to come to go and get my breathing machine checked out. Do you know, they never affect me at all, Enid. And they didn't affect my niece either. I don't know whether we're just immune or what. No, Kelly had a terrible head. I mean, it's very hard for her with the 2 boys and everything, you know, trying to cope with them. Because they're very noisy boys. You know what boys are like when they start yelling and shouting and that. And she's got there with a bad head, you know. And I said to her, don't your kids have a soft pedal, you know, don't they ever quiet down? They can be standing next to each other and they shout, you know. I'm like, ooh, you know, keep it down a bit. I'm wearing one in that little video. That little tiny video that Kelly made of me she was trying to teach me things on the PC. I'm wearing a red and white and grey one. Oh, these crisps are, oh, they're prawn cocktail. But they are. It's just gone right in my tooth. Not me, I don't go out in public wearing pyjamas. Unless I'm going to the dustbin. No way. Not eating those. Oh. They are horrible. It's gone right on my tooth. Those pictures of people in Walmart, you know, you just can't believe that they're true. Some of the sights you see going in there on the, you know, on the PC. I've got a tooth that wants coming out. It's been filled, but food keeps trapping, and it gives me a lot of pain. I'm going to have to call the dentist. Tell her. No, they tasted very, very strong, and they also hurt my tooth. Yeah, I think I need to eat the aero. That won't hurt me. Well, it will hurt my tooth if it goes up my tooth. Oh, I tell you. Oh. It's not that they have a fashion sense. It's the fact that It's happening over here. I can't just say it's in America. Big girls. I'm a big girl. I'm not saying anybody about big girls, but they don't seem to realise how big they are. And they're wearing like tops that show their bellies and little short shorts. And you're thinking, you know, do you not have a mirror? You know, if I'm going out, I make sure everything's covered over. I don't want any of my fat bits sort of upsetting. We are borrow your teeth that could do with borrowing somebody's. It's going right up that tooth there. She's filled it 3 times, the dentist. And she said to me last time, it's not going to be filled anymore. It's going to have to come out. So I think we've got to the stage where it's got to come out. No, they don't look as though they're wearing their size. They look as though they're size 20 crammed into a 16 pair of shorts, you know. It's almost as bad over here. I see girls wandering past here. I'm thinking, oh my God, do you not have a mirror? Yeah, fat, big busty women keep their money in their bra. There. Yeah, but I mean, oh, those nude coloured tight things, pants, leggings, whatever they are. They're the same colour as flesh, aren't they? Oh. Yeah, the lycra stretched so much you can see the label and you can see the underwear through it. It's just, ugh. No, I'm a big girl. I'm not saying, you know, if you want to wear leggings, wear a long top. You know, we don't want to see everything. And the guys who wear clothes and you can see their meat and 2 veg, it's just not nice, is it? You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know why big girls think that spandex is going to hold them in. It's, yeah. I don't like things so tight you can see their underwear through them. You know, because they're stretched, aren't they, so much. Or big girls that don't wear a bra. Ugh. That is so trashy. I'm eating 2 veg. That's the man's personal parts. We call them a meat and 2 veg. But when they wear like lycra and spandex and stuff, and you can see it all on view, and it's not a pretty sight, is it? You know. Sorry, guys, but it's not. All right, thank you, Diane. Yeah. Yeah, I think men's anatomy is meant for personal viewing. It's not meant to be walking down the street. It's just some things are better kept undercover. It's just not nice. All these girls that wear bras that are too small, so they've got like 4 boobs, haven't they? They've got a boob here and a boob there. Yeah. Yeah, but they do. If the bras are too small, they have 4 boobs, don't they? They have the over boob and the under boob, and yeah. Yeah, you know, my dad used to say that. Did he not have a mirror in the house? You know? Oh, hi. Yeah, it's Circle to a Square, it was called. Yeah. It was in a magazine somewhere. I can't remember, though. Yeah, but they think they look so nice, don't they? Also, I hate to see, like, women about 60 wearing clothes that come from, like, 20-year-old styles, yeah? And you're thinking, you know, you're too old to be wearing those. That's what your granddaughter should be wearing, not you. You know, it looks ridiculous on you. They think because they've got the figure they can wear it. They don't think like they're definitely mutton dressed as lamb, and that's not nice at all. No. I always say to my niece, if I start looking like mutton dressed as lamb, please tell me. She said, tell you? She said, I won't let you go out in it, let alone tell you. So I've got a vetter. She vets me and tells me when things look silly. Yeah. That's what I mean. Is do the needlework? I think he means this top behind you. Yeah, but they don't, do they? They look silly when they're wearing clothes that are meant for a 15-year-old. I mean, you don't get 60-year-old women wearing hot pants, do you? Let's face it, you know. They do not have the figure, you know, for wearing things like that. I mean, if they're a film star or something like that, and, you know, they've had everything lifted and shifted and everything like that, I suppose they can get away with it. You know, somebody like Cher. But look, I mean, Cher looks okay, but Madonna doesn't. I mean, Madonna looks like she's trying too hard, yeah. Yeah, definitely mutton, yeah. Yeah, somebody said to my dad once, you know, it's up to them what they wear. Don't be so nasty. And he said, yeah, but I've got to look at them. He said, they don't have to look at themselves. Yes, Cher looks good for her age, but Madonna, ooh, she just really, Madonna tries too hard. She's all scraggy, isn't she now, and all bony. Oh, God, the Queen, no, she wouldn't wear yoga pants. I don't think any of the royal family would walk about with yoga pants on. Oh, she's my age, Cher. What a difference between us. Oh, not Madonna Ballard. No, I'm talking about Madonna. She's too sinewy, isn't she? I think Cher is just sexy, but Madonna tries to be sexy and it doesn't work. Yeah, she tries too hard. I don't think I know Madonna Ballard. Mm. Yeah, she was just. No, I think when you are a sexy person, you are a sexy person, and it just comes through and it shines through no matter what your age is. You know, you can get people like Sophia Loren, who's like in her 80s, and she can still look sort of sexy in a way. But when you look at somebody like Madonna, and she's just trying hard to be sexy, and she isn't. Oh, the helicopter goes over you. The helicopter went over Z on their last video. Yeah, but she doesn't try to look 10 or 12, does she, Sophia Loren? She looks her age, but she looks amazing. I mean, obviously she's older. You can see it in her face, can't you? But she doesn't, you know. I mean, people call Brigitte Bardot because she's all wrinkly and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, she is just aged naturally. She's just an older lady who has aged. I just can't see why people pull, you know, her to bits, because Brigitte Bardot's in her 80s now. And so she's been in the sun and so she's got wrinkles. So what? She's an 80-year-old woman. You know, why do they say, oh, she's got this, she's got that? She obviously doesn't want her face lifted. It's up to her. She doesn't want her face lifted, shifted and wrinkle free. She probably has the money and she could do it if she wanted to, but she doesn't, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, why did they pull her apart saying, oh, look at all her wrinkles, look at how awful she looks? And she's not the woman she was. She's obviously normal. She's not, everything's still in the same place as it was before. She's just got wrinkles. So what? Yeah, I hate to see these movies when you know that. Oh, good night, Enki. You know, when you see these movies and you see women that you know are in their 70s or 80s, and they're like pretending to be 40 years old and they've got like the leading man and you're thinking, are you kidding? Who are you kidding? You might look good for your age, but you don't look young enough to be with that leading man, yeah. But men age, well, there's a few that, like Mickey Rourke and that, who've had their faces lifted and shifted, but yeah, real women were glamorous, weren't they? I mean, Jane Fonda, she's been lifted and shifted and moved about, hasn't she? It's yeah. Yeah, I mean, they just aged, didn't she? Oh, thank you, Jeannie. Well, people say to me, oh my God, you don't look 73. I do when I stand up and I walk. I might not look 73 when I'm sat down. But, you know, it's, yeah, Bette Midler, they all age well, don't they? But the ones who've got all these faces that look like that, I mean, if I had a face that looked like that and I was 73, you would think what she had done, you know, because, you know, if you have your eyes done, you don't look like you're Chinese or something. You know, I might think I look great, but, you know, and have my lips all plumped up, you know. It's just, oh, Celine Dion, doesn't she look terrible? What's she done to herself? She looks anorexic, the poor woman. I mean, she was never a beauty, was she? Let's face it, but she did look quite nice before. When she had her makeup on and her dresses and stuff on, but now she looks like... Hello there, Fiber Floozy. Oh, Celine, yes, she looks awful, doesn't she? She's so skinny. But she's like in denial. She's one of those who says, oh, I like the way I look and that. She's like a closed prop, isn't she? She's just, she looks ill. She looks like she needs a good feed, doesn't she? Let's face it. I mean, she's lost her husband, obviously. But you think somebody in the management team would say to her, you know, you need to at least go on some food supplements if you don't want to eat, you know, food or whatever. You know, it's not good for you, your PR there or whatever. Yeah, I know she was very upset when her husband died, yeah. But like for the sake of her career, you think somebody would say, you know, at least go on food supplements or at least go on a vitamin drip or something, you know. But she doesn't seem to think she looks bad. She says, I like the way I look. And I'm like, that's a true anorexic speaking, isn't it? I had a friend who was anorexic. The pattern for this top behind me, it was in a magazine. I need to find it actually because Denise has lost her pattern. She don't know where it is. I don't know where mine is actually. I would have to look through a lot of magazines to find it, yeah. Well, you have to go to pay your taxes, or they take it out of everything with us. So if you're self-employed, you have to go and pay taxes. We have what we call PAYE, pay as you earn. So if you're on a wage from a firm or everything, they take your taxes out of. Yeah, we don't get allowances. You know, like when you take things to Goodwill or something, you get tax rebates for things like that. We don't get any of that. You know, if you donate things over here, you donate things, you don't get any tax back for it. All right, Patricia, we'll see you all next week, maybe. It's a different hour. Something in the front room keeps going ding, 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 ding. Don't know what it is. It must be my tablet or something. It goes strange every now and again. Oh, it's still doing it. Ding. I was sitting in Kelly's and she'd gone to get the boys and she said, you can put the YouTube on if you want or something. But I just thought, no, I'll just sit here and be quiet. And every now and again there was this bing. And I'm like, you know, you're looking around thinking, where's it coming from? And I decided it was coming from next door because where her lounge is, next door's kitchen is next door. And I said, what's she got in the kitchen that keeps going bing? Kelly says, I don't know, I've never heard it. Yeah. We found the cows. You took pics of the tank. What kind of tank? The thing that went ding, yeah. What tank? The gas tank? World War II tank? What kind of tank? Oh, a tank's like a pond. Ah. Yeah, no, to us a tank is like a fish tank. Or I'm 6 days older than Bette Midler. I better look a lot more than she does. She's probably had things shifted and lifted. Yeah, but she wasn't in. It kept doing it, Jane. It wasn't like. It was like a microwave ping, like next door. But maybe she hadn't turned it off properly. Maybe it just kept pinging. But Kelly had never heard it. And I say, what's pinging? She's going, I don't know. What's pinging? No, my tablet thing's in the front room. I don't have a laptop or anything like that. I'm not posh enough for that. I've just got a little, you know, tablet-y thing. And something keeps going bing, 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 bing. Next door had big goldfish, years and years and years ago. This blooming heron kept coming and getting the fish, so she had to put like a mesh thing over the pond so that the heron couldn't get the fish. I think it thought, oh, look, a captive breakfast. I'll come every day and have a fish. Because she had like big goldfish. They weren't koi carp. I think they were just goldfish, but they were quite big. Yeah, this was a heron. It wasn't not a stork. No, it was a heron. Oh, you went to Joann's. What did you buy then? Come on then, tell us all. Tell us all what you bought. Yeah. A little yarn, ha ha ha. How much is a little yarn? Did it fit in a little bag? Or is it in a rather big bag? Yeah, I've got another ice order coming. It was a sale. So I couldn't, I couldn't let. It would have been rude, wouldn't it, to leave a sale and not get things, I want to make neck warmers with hats to match. That's what I want to make. Mint Aero. Yeah, the chocolate is melting on my fingers. It did make my ice yarn cheap because it was very, very cheap yarn. It was on the sale. So it might not seem cheap to you in America, but it turned out to be less than £1 a ball. I know they're 50-gram balls, but it is fancy yarn. But I mean, it tickles me when people go into, Hobby Lobby and say, yeah, oh, I'm not paying that much for this, and it's like a big ball or something, and it's like $4, and we're like, yeah, we pay £4 for a little ball over here. And people are grumbling because the Red Heart's like $4 or something, and they're massive, massive balls. That is why whenever we see a sale, yeah, the postage is quite expensive. What am I working on? I'm working on one of those big shrug things. They're like a big granny square. Postage is expensive. What I do, I put all the things in my basket that I really, really want. And then you go to the checkout and you look how much it is with the postage. And then what I do then is I get my calculator and I put down how much it all is and how many balls of wool I've ordered. And then I work it out how much a ball it is. And it might start up, say, like at 40-something pence a ball in the sale, but it then finishes up at 80-odd pence a ball in the sale with the postage. But to me, that is still a bargain. So, yeah. But sometimes you put things in and you think, you work it all out and it works out to be like £2 a ball, and you think, no, I'm not paying for that. I can get things in the UK cheaper, so then I would just take it all out of my basket again. You just have to play it by ear. Yeah, you see, a lot of places won't deliver to the UK, and if they do, the postage from the US is a lot dearer than the postage from Turkey to me here. I mean, it might be £12 or £16 the postage for the ice yarn, but if you can get things like from America, then it really, really is expensive. I don't know. My granny's never been wonky. Some people say they have to change round and go round the other way. When you finish the end of a row, instead of carrying on going around the same direction, that you have to turn around and go round the other way. But my grannies never do go wonky. I don't know why. Yeah, I know some people really go slanted. I don't know whether anybody else has that problem with the granny squares not being square. Yeah, I don't have to turn on every row. Mine stays straight. But I know a lot of people have to turn on every row and go around the opposite direction, yeah. You're going to try and film, yeah? Okay. We shall look for your haul. Yeah, I can't really answer you that way because mine never goes skew-whiffed. I need to do a video if I can do tomorrow, but I've still got a lot of housework to do. Oh, you're going to good night, right? We'll see you next week then, yeah. Bye, Enid. You saw a picture of my last haul on the video. Sorry, excuse me. But you haven't seen the new one because it's been held up in customs. I won't get it till Tuesday. My new ice yarn. I've got textured yarn is what I bought. You know, so that I can make those. You know, you've seen them on a few people's videos. It's like a crossover cowl with buttons on, and then they fringe it all, and then they do a hat to match it. So that's kind of what I have my idea on doing, if it works out. And then I also bought a cowl, not a cowl, a hooded attached to a cowl that was the dabbling hook. It's her latest pattern. No, I've not got my MRI results. I won't get those until the something of November. Let me have a look at my prescription. The 22nd of November, I'll get my MRI results. Nothing gets rushed in here, round here. Yeah, I found lots of wool that I've forgotten about. Yeah, the Magdalene hooded cowl. I bought the pattern for that. I made a few cowls, but they were like for the kiddies, supposedly. You know, the ones with the ears on. It were all the rage. All right. See you all later. Ah, when you said your granny's gone wonky. Oh dear. Hi, Charlotte. No, nobody's granny's gone wonky, Shad. You're all right. We don't have coupons, but then we don't have big stores like you do. We don't have Hobby Lobbies and stuff like that. Joann's and all things. We don't have anything to choose from. I'm working on one of those big shrugs things that finish up. You sew them up and they finish up like a big cocoon. Oh, there's nothing wrong with old yarn so long as it's not smelly. But even if it's smelly, you can get rid of the smell when you wash it. It's when it gets like musty and mouldy smell. That's what I don't like. I've used the Unforgettable quite a few times, yeah. A tree skirt for the Christmas tree. My Christmas tree is only about 1.5 feet tall, so it doesn't need a skirt. It's a little fake tree. No, nobody, like I said, we don't have these places, Chris. We do not have things like Joann's and AC Moore and stuff like that. We don't have anything like that. And our Walmarts and things don't sell wool, so it's no good going there. That's why I buy most of my stuff online, because it's just so easy. I'm hoping that my niece said to me, what do you want for your birthday? It's not my birthday for ages, so don't panic. And I said, take me up to Berry Market so then I can look at the yarn stall. And you can buy me my lunch. So she said, oh, that's easy, I can do that. Kelly and I have had some lovely bargains at the wool stall, you know, on the market, yeah. He has a lot of branded things without the labels on. But you can spot, like, when you know what they are, really. If you know your stuff, you know it's Serta or you know it's whatever. But they just take all the labels off because it could be a slightly off dye or something that's, you know, not quite, so they won't put their label on it. And we get really good bargains, you know, you get a huge big bag of wool like for £10, which is quite good. Because bear in mind, our wool is usually a lot dearer. Well, our yarn is a lot dearer than yours. I was watching Seta, and she was saying that, you know, she's finding the yarn prices like in Alaska to be a lot more than they were in America. I know people in Canada say the same thing, that the yarn's dearer there. Oh yeah, the yarn store is in the market is, he has all these like bargain packs just like thrown in the middle, and you have a rummage, you know. It doesn't have, like you say, a kind of label on them or anything. You have to guess what they are. They put white labels on them usually. Oh, we don't get senior discounts for anything. Our local DIY big place used to do it, but you had to join up and you could only go on a Wednesday or something. Hi, Evie. Yeah, Lolly's. I haven't had an order from Lolly's for ages. Oh. The last order I had was when I was making that long cake for that lady, that friend of mine in Scotland. We get coupons sometimes for washing powder or sometimes for food. There's different kind of coupons, but we don't get coupons off for wool, or yarn, I should say. We tend to call everything wool over here, even though it's not. We call them wool shops, whereas you call them yarn shops. Yeah, if you're lucky, 20p off something. It's usually in a sale when they're trying to get rid of it. That's when you get, if it says half price, you know full well there's either something wrong with it, or or they're trying to get rid of it for some reason or another. If it says half price, that's it. We don't really get discounts in most places. We don't get discounts. I was like this last night. I was yawn. I even Googled it. What does it mean when you yawn too much? Oh, thank you, Lydia. I put it there because everything more or less has gone down to Kelly's to get photographed. Kelly has a plain grey wall, but as you can see around here, I don't have such a thing as a plain wall. And also the light is better at her house, so she's in charge of photographs. You're starting your Christmas things as well. I've started mine, yeah. No, we don't get any discounts here for anything, really. Unless it's the third Wednesday in the month and there's an hour in the month or something daft, you know. Then you might get 10% knocked off for being an OAP. I think we get a discount at the swimming baths. That's about it, really. Yeah, it was lovely rummaging through, well, the craft room Kelly was rummaging. And I'm like, oh, don't remember that. Oh, don't remember that. Well, my niece spotted some colours that she liked. It was like a blankety thing in this crochet magazine. She goes, oh, I really like those colours together. So I'm like, thanks. She says, thanks. I need to do something with those colours in it, thinks. She says, thanks, because I never know what to make her. Yeah, I'm trying to get my Christmas presents done just in case we get orders, for Christmas. Because people always give you orders right at the last minute. And if they're in America, then of course we have to post them off at the beginning of December for people to get them in time for Christmas. But people always ask you about November. Can you make this for Christmas? And you're like, oh, you're not feeling good, Charlotte? Yeah. My son says I have got a big problem. Yeah, I love my craft room. I like sitting in it and just looking around at it all. Some depends what mood I'm in. Some days I go in and think, oh, gosh, that is so overwhelming. There's too much there. But then yet when Kelly starts sorting it out for me, I'm like, oh, yeah, forgot about that. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty. And then Kelly's going, oh, where did you buy this? That's pretty. And I'm going, I don't know. I have no idea. I look at it and I wonder if I did buy it, because I'm thinking, where did I get that from? I found a lovely, like a petrol green colour in cotton. And I thought, oh, that is so pretty. And I don't remember when I bought it. It was bamboo, not cotton. Ooh. And I have no idea when I bought that. I don't knit, no. Very, very rarely knit. It hurts my arms to knit. Yeah. People always say, can I knit a scarf? And I go, no, I can't knit anything. I have knitted for my niece, because my younger niece likes knitted things. But last Christmas, I commissioned Kelly to make the sweater for her. We did a swap. I paid her in yarn. I used to knit all the time. Oh. I knitted more than I crocheted at one stage, but I can't do it now. I tend to do that when I'm knitting. And I get really bad neck. I've got like spondylitis and arthritis in my neck. So I must grip and it hurts all my shoulders and my neck. And I'll knit and I won't put it down. I knit, when I do start knitting. And then everything cramps up and then I regret it. I think, no, why did you have to knit? Short needles, I think she means, very short needles. Well, I've got arthritis in my hands, but it isn't really my hands that hurt when I knit, it's my shoulders. My shoulders and my neck really, really hurt. And I've tried propping my arms up, and because I pit knit, I'm like Ephraim. I can't knit down here like that. My tension's all over the spot if I do that. I do like knitting, and I keep thinking sometimes, oh, I'll knit something. I bought a book the other day. I don't know anybody who's pregnant, but I bought the, a knitting book for baby cardigans. Somebody will be pregnant before long. Yeah, my sleep apnea. I've got to go in December to get my masks sorted out. Yeah. Oh, I used to knit on teeny weeny little needles in my day, but when I used to knit for Cindy dolls and Barbie dolls, I used to knit for Action Man, and I used to use really little tiny needles to knit things because you can only knit them in like fine lace weight or something when you knit them for a tiny doll like that. Because you couldn't knit double knit, could you, for a little doll that size? I've got on my wall, somebody made me, it's like a little scarf and it's got like toothpicks with a bead on each end. And she wrote a little poem. And yeah, oh, you're doing a craft fair? I can't do them anymore because I can't stand. And also I've got no transport anymore. Well, I thought coffee was going to help me to stay awake, but I'm drinking coffee here and it's not working. I think craft fairs work if you do lots of little things, that people want to buy, like little toy things or little bits and pieces and stuff. But I don't like making little things like that. So when I used to go to a craft fair, nobody went wanting to buy a garment. Oh, when I was expecting my son, I knitted quite a lot of cardigans for him on really tiny thin needles and thin wool. I made him lots of little things fine. I think there's nothing nicer than a little baby in fine knitted things rather than a big chunky worsted weight cardigan. Yeah, when I look at some of the girls who do the craft fairs, they sell like headbands, don't they, and little things like that. Yeah, ear warmers, headbands, hats, as well as toys, little things they sell. But the people don't go to craft fairs prepared to buy anything more than a hat, really. Yeah, I like watching the Canadian crocheter. She makes some really nice hats, doesn't she? And I also like the patterns that the Dabbling Hook makes. She makes some nice headbands, doesn't she? With like different yarn that's got like bits hanging off it, and they look really, really classy. But I do like the hats that the Canadian crocheter makes. She seems to find such really nice patterns. That's where I saw the pattern for that hooded thing that was from Dabbling Hook. Yeah, yeah, shawls and things like that. They don't come prepared to buy things like that. Blimey, I can see me not lasting long tonight, can't you? I'm going to sleep here. Yeah, that's good. I mean, if you've got a kind of a network of people around you, it does help. You know, that one person tells somebody else and all that. And that's mostly how you do sell a lot of things, really. It's very hard to just sell things to strangers, if you know what I mean. It's much easier if you're selling to kind of friends or friends of friends or something. It's just establishing a clientele. That's the hardest thing when you want to establish yourself doing a bit of crochet. I mean, I used to have a friend who lived up in Scotland. She doesn't crochet anymore now. She's doing different things, but she used to make character hats for the kids. But she went to school every morning, you see, and she'd put her little boy in a different hat and stuff. And all the mums would be like, oh, can I order one of those? Can I order one of those? And it does kind of, you know, help your business along if you've got somewhere where you can do that. And then another friend of mine in Ireland, she was very, very friendly with the local hairdresser. And the local hairdresser used to let her put something in the shop, you know, if it was a top or if it was a shawl or something. And she used to get lots and lots of orders from that. But I don't have any kids or grandkids at school. I don't go out and about so that people can see what I'm wearing and take orders from that. So it's very difficult. I would love that there was some places in England have got these bricks and mortar stores, like pop-up shops or something like that. And you can put your things in there. Hey, Jill. You can put your things in there, you know, to sell on a commission. You don't have to be there like all the time. You're kind of like renting a space, really. And we don't have one in Manchester, sadly. I mean, I follow one online called the Makers Emporium, and they do a lot of things. They don't just do crochet. They do, you know, woodworking, painting, anything like that. It's just all crafting. I would love to get a shop that would take a few of my things, you know, to sell on commission. Great. Pipe dreams. We don't have any in Manchester. I don't know why Manchester's so what's it. You think with all the people who live here, there would be a place for a shop selling crafts, but I mean, there's an arts and craft place in Manchester, but the rents are so high and you get like this little cubicle practically. There's not even a kitchen or anything. There's nowhere to wash your hands or anything. No toilets, no nothing. You have to go and find them all. And the shop's about the size of a tiny garden shed, you know. And yet the rents are like about £300 a month or something. So, you know, there's no way that Kelly and I could make that sort of thing pay, even if we could stand there all day, which we can't. Yeah, there's no, it's like my town. If there was a craft place in this town, nobody would buy anything. It's just not got the right clientele, yeah. You know, it has to be a big town, I think, in the right kind of business area. Or somewhere, you know, that's a holiday town where people are going through and they have some holiday money, so they would buy a shawl if they, you know, haven't taken anything, they were a bit chilly or something. Yeah, I would like to have consignment shops. We don't have any here. Well, if we do, I don't know of any. If anybody's in Manchester know of any, can you let me know? Oh, we could sell out of our car trunks here if we went and booked into a car boot, but they wouldn't pay. for new stuff. It's all old tat stuff they want, for pennies. A car boot is just cheapy things, yeah. My aunt used to have a shop in a seaside town, and she used to sell little knitted tops and things like that. Just like that. She couldn't make them quick enough because people would come on the holidays and say, oh, I like that little top, I can wear that on my holidays, yeah. I know I've seen some, even on eBay and that, I've seen some beautiful, beautiful babies crocheting and that. And I don't know how they make it. It doesn't even cover the cost of the yarn. And when you think they've got to pay to list it, they've got to pay commission on when they sell it. And I'm thinking, why are you doing it? It's soul destroying, getting £4 for a little baby cardigan. And it's probably cost them £2 or £3 for the yarn and the buttons. That's why I won't advertise on eBay, because everybody wants something for nothing on there. And Etsy used to be okay when they were Etsy, but now the number of people who are leaving them, there must be hardly anybody left in a bit now. Never mind. I'll just keep on pushing and hope that we get known. Yeah, we don't have a Craigslist here. We have a Gumtree, which again is the others, which is for cheap stuff, yeah. And they won't let you you have to beg, plead. They won't let you put flyers up anywhere. We'll work on getting known. We're just only in our infancy. We've only been doing it for 3 weeks. So we've got all the world. Everybody's a slow starter, aren't they? Yeah, our market has, acrylic double knits for around about £1 or £1 in coppers. It's very good quality actually as well. I've used it a few times. And sometimes he has James C. Brett chunky. Sometimes, but you only get certain colours. But it's a lot cheaper than the shops. It's just a matter of potluck. I can go sometimes to the market stall and it's all like baby things and baby colours and everything. And you think, nah, I don't really crochet for babies. I don't want those colours, are too pale. And yet other times you go and you're like, oh, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice. And you want to buy everything you see. But I usually just take a set amount and say, right, that's what I'm going to spend, no more. And, because you take cash up because it's a market. I presume he might do cards, but I don't know whether he does or he doesn't. You're making spaghetti for your dinner. Okay, Kelly. I'll see you later. Yeah, James C. Brett. I've got some James C. Brett marble chunky upstairs that I'm going to make like long jackets, for winter with them. I made them not last year, a couple of years back, and I sold every one of them. It's a nice pattern. I either make it's like a hip length jacket, and I either make it with a hood or with a big collar. I can't show you because I've got none left. They all got sold. So that's a good idea. I don't know what I've got for my dinner tomorrow. I went shopping, so I should know. I can't remember what I bought. Nothing that I have to cook, so that's for sure. Tonight I had a homemade meat pudding from the chip shop, which was very, very nice. Yep, I'm looking forward. Tomorrow I need to list some things in the shop. I've had my orders from Kelly. Apparently I've got some photographs that are mine that I need to go upstairs, measure the garments to find out what size they are. She gave them back to me and I went and put them all in a box, so I need to measure them all. So there will be updates in the shop, hopefully tomorrow. And then hopefully tomorrow there may be a video showing the latest two craft magazines that I bought. One of them I didn't really like because it's like lots of bits and pieces, you know, like to hang on Christmas trees and stuff like that. But the other magazine, there's quite a lot of things that I like in there. I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice. It's like the last interweave crochet book I got. There was quite some nice things in that for a change. The last two magazines, I think I gave them to Kelly because there was nothing that I liked. But yeah, I don't get GG now till Tuesday. So I've got no excuse ever for not putting things, not doing me admin work. Got no excuse ever, really. I hate doing admin work. I hate doing all that stuff. It's water, by the way, not gin or vodka. Sunday breakfast I really enjoy. I always have bacon, eggs and tomatoes. It's the one day of the week I have to fry up. I allow myself a fry up once a week. Yes, I have actually got my head round it, I think. I think I know what I'm doing now. All will be revealed if I get anything on it tomorrow. You had egg salad sandwich. I had a ciabatta, very fresh, lovely ciabatta from the shop. And it had, I put cheese and salad on it for my lunch and it was absolutely lovely. You can't beat, can you, fresh bread, you know, when you get it straight from the bakery. Not the sliced, what my dad used to call plastic bread. I like the bread. It doesn't stay, though. You can't buy it much because it just a day and it's gone stale. But I really enjoyed that. God, I've got itchy nose now. That really sandwich, it was really enjoyable. So I've got one more ciabatta left roll, and I'm going to have that tomorrow with bacon on it. Do you know, I'm not really keen on avocados. I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, hot bread from the oven, yeah. Gives you terrible heartburn, doesn't it, Chris? But it's absolutely gorgeous. Warm bread, you can't beat it. You just put the butter on it and it just melts, doesn't it? I just don't know why I don't like avocado. I just don't. No, I think Miguel's still waiting, aren't you, Miguel? It's like me waiting for the plumber to come and sort out the leak in my boiler. I'm just getting used to having pools of water on my floor now. I can't catch it leaking. It's leaking from somewhere. And yet I don't know. I hear it dripping sometimes. And when I go in, it's just a pool on the floor and I can't see where it's come from. So I can't really send him a text message saying, I know where it's coming from. I'll send him a text next week saying, I know you're busy, but have you forgotten about coming to sort the boiler out? Sunburst crochet. Sunburst crochet. No, what? Who's Sunburst crochet? Yeah, it's ridiculous that, really, Miguel. You know, it's your landlord and you're paying your rent. You should have it fixed by now. Who is Sunburst crochet? I'm not quite sure. Have I missed something? Have I missed a bit? Have I missed a bit, Jill? Starburst crochet. I don't think I watch her. Does she have a video? There's lots of people I miss. I'm looking through sometimes and no, we don't play Fortnite on here, love. You're on the wrong channel. It's not a gaming channel. No, she's talking about that Fortnite blooming game or something or other. No, we've blocked her off. She's talking about a Fortnite game, whatever the hell that is. I just said she's on the wrong. We don't play games on here. I wouldn't even know what it is. I know it's a game of some description, but I don't know. I'm not of the right age group to be playing video games. I have my crochet. To me, playing video games is kind of like a waste of time to me. You know, it's like something you do when you've got nothing else to do, isn't it, really? Oh, I've no idea what he's saying. A crochet meetup in a cemetery? No, I don't think so. Unless it was Halloween and we all wanted to take our Halloween-inspired crochet and sit in the cemetery, but I don't think really that's that's a good idea, do you? Nobody really decorates much around here. I went past one house and it was like, you know, danger, do not enter here. It was all across the kind of trees or something. But I haven't seen one pumpkin yet. Not one pumpkin. Oh, we don't speak anything else but English. I'm sorry, dear. We don't speak anything else but English. Yeah, I mean, I've no objection to anybody like playing a video game in their spare time, but like some of these kids are absolutely hooked on it. They just spend their life, don't they, glued to the thing, and they don't do anything else with it. You know, it must be so like isolating for a child. It would worry me if I had a child that just spent all its time in a bedroom playing a video game. You know, yeah, I have no problem with them playing a video game for an hour or so in an evening, you know. That's fine, you know, but, you know, letting your child sit all day, all night, sitting, playing on it, you know. No, I would really worry if it was my child. Really, really worry. I'd be thinking, you know, they're missing out on life. You know, how are they going to sort of socialize in life? How are they going to get on? Because they're not talking to anybody. They sit in the bedroom, aren't they, just playing this game? One, you know, day after day after day. Oh, hello, God grief. The idiots are out again. Yeah, I mean, like you say, I've no objection to anybody playing games if they... No, Trevor hasn't made it tonight, no. You know, so long as it's in moderation, everything's in moderation, it's not bad. I'm not saying ban them all. I'm not saying you shouldn't let them play them. I'm just saying everything in moderation is fine. But some of these kids are just so obsessed. And that's all they want to do all day long is play games, play games, play games. It can't be healthy. They'll all have hunchbacks like that. And he's moored up. I don't know where he is. He's probably gone in the pub or something. Oh, I hate mac and cheese. Blech. Don't give me any. Please do not send me any mac and cheese. It looks like nothing else on earth. It's got no colour in it. It's just like... Blech. Yeah, everything in moderation is fine. You know, it's just when people get obsessed with something. Is she on Facebook, Miguel? Can you not send her a message on there? Private message on Facebook. Oh, there you go, Miguel. Her email's on the videos, so there you are. You email her. Where are we from? I'm from Manchester in the UK. People are from all over the place. We're all crafters on here. So if you knit, you crochet, or you do something like that, you're in the right channel. If you don't do any of that, you're in the wrong ones. Her videos are YouTube videos. Her email's on there. Yeah, well, I'm so old, there were no such things as computer screens when I was little, Lydia. Times change. Makes you wonder what our grandchildren's children will be getting up to. The world will probably have all changed again in another 20 years. Even things like this will probably be so old-fashioned. We'll all be transporting it and chatting in cyberspace somewhere. Yeah, I think there will come into the light. Yeah, it looks like a big eyeball, doesn't it? Well, they already say that some kids are having like carpal tunnel syndrome, aren't they, from using the mouse too much. And they're getting DVTs in their legs and, through not moving about because they don't, they don't get up, they don't play, they don't walk about, they just sit still, sit still, sit still. I feel it the following day when I've been sitting here all night. I couldn't do it every single night. No way. Young people today can't write properly. All they write is like abbreviated stuff that they write on messages. They don't know how to write things like great. They have to write it as GR with an 8 or something, don't they, and a T. They don't know how to spell or write or do anything properly anymore. Everything's abbreviated. Yeah, but I love doing it, Miguel. It's just that I couldn't do it every single day of the week because my legs wouldn't stand it, Sitting still for hours and hours, it just has an effect, I think, on most people, really. Oh, they don't know how to look up words. They have spell check, don't they? So they don't even have to memorise when they've got to. When we looked it up, we had to memorise it, didn't we, that we spelt it. I mean, I believe, maybe right, maybe wrong, I don't know, but I believe that now they've stopped, when they're doing exams, they've stopped like marking them down because they spell things wrong. I mean, at one time when we spelt anything wrong, you had a big red circle round it, didn't you? But now apparently the people who are marking these exams just, if they know what the child's meaning to say, they don't mark them down. Yeah. I mean, kids sort of don't have the social interactions, do they? They don't seem to know how to interact with their fellow people in real life, yeah. Because they only ever communicate through a PC. I mean, they probably don't even know who their best friend is. It could be anybody because they don't know who the person is that they're talking to. I mean, like, I know all of you, but I don't know what most of you look like unless you've got a video. But I mean, we don't have that sort of communication where we give each other personal information. That could be dangerous, you know what I'm saying? But these kids do. They just think that they know this person that's on the other end of the computer. And I mean, it's probably nothing like what they think it is, yeah. Yeah, we had to go to the library and look up in those cards to see whether it was in stock or not, yeah. If it wasn't in stock, you had to tell them where you'd found the card and stuff. Yeah, it was a pain when you had to take things back in 2 weeks, didn't you? And you used to get charges at a penny a day or something like that if you didn't take it back on time. Or if you forgot, you get this card saying, someone else is waiting for this book. Can you please bring it back today? times have changed. I suppose our parents thought the same thing about us, really. Oh my God, these kids today. We're saying the same thing about our kids or our grandkids or whatever. I'm glad in a way that I'm not a child now. I think we had a far better, well, my generation had a far better time, and probably even a younger generation had a far better time than what the kids are having now. I mean, we learned to use our imaginations for everything. You know, we didn't have all these toys and stuff like that. You like video games? Well, you're on your own, love, because nobody here does. They never have any craft books. They have the same old horrible crochet books that they've had for years, so there's no point me going in there. I used to read novels and that, but they never got any new ones. Once you've read so many novels in there, you kind of like, there's not that many more that you want to read. Oh, buffering. Oh, you're buff, are you, Chris? Right. I wouldn't know. I've not seen you, love. No idea what you look like. But it doesn't matter. Oh, you used to be buff. Yeah, I used to be slim. Oh, our library's pathetic. Pathetic it is, honestly. They haven't got half as many books as they used to. Yeah, they just don't have any at my library. It's only a small district library type of thing. Maybe if I could get up to Bury Library, they might have more stuff there. I just don't go in the library anymore. I mean, most of the crochet books, I probably already bought them anyway. So I am my own library. You know what I'm like? I'm a demon for crocheting books. If I find one, well, so long as it's not amigurumis or something. If I find a crochet book I don't have, it's like, oh, need to get that one. The only one I haven't bought that's new is I haven't bought the latest one by Kristin Omdahl, because I just find the stuff these days is too lacy, too holy. And she's just, I used to like her first beginning books, but now she's too open work and stuff. I'm not as keen on it anymore. I don't think I've made anything from any of Kristin Omdahl's books. They're just too transparent or whatever. I don't know how big this square's got to be. I know I'm nowhere near yet. I think it's got to be about 16. Yeah, I used to like Christina's Omdahl's stuff, but she's gone very holy and lacy. My Granny Square book. Don't think I've made anything out of that Granny Square book. I buy books and then I get them and I think, why have I bothered with that one? Nothing new in the sun in that one. Yeah, no, it's not big enough yet. It's got to be about 60 inches, I think. No, this is self-striping. It's shaded wool. I mean, it's going into almost stripes now, which it didn't at the beginning. But as it's getting bigger, it's going like as though I'm doing different rows in one row blue, one row white. That's the way it's working out at the minute. It'll change again. and the shrub gets bigger. I'm changing colour on the unicorn blanket. I sent away for two unicorn badges to go on the hat and the scarf when I make it. I have got a pile of magazines, Jane. I mean to go through them and put markers in, for anything that might be interested in. Yeah, I've got my great nephew's badges. I was going to use the 9 3/4, but then I thought, no, they might think he's 9 3/4. So I've ordered another one of the little badges, Gryffindor. So I've got a big one that goes on the shawl, and a little one that goes on the scarf. So I've ordered another little one to go on his hat. And the unicorn for the blanket, I bought the pattern for it, to make the motif. But that'll be too big to go on the scarf and the hat, so I've ordered little motifs for that. So I've got to sew those on. Then at least I can put some things away that I've done Christmas presents. Yay! What size hook am I using? It's a 9mm. 9mm. I don't know what that is in ABCs. Yeah, I've got lots of, yeah, I got them on eBay. I got one badge on Etsy, but it was from a UK seller. But the other two badges, I got them from eBay. But I've got so many. I've got loads and loads of the crochet cakes, from Lolly's Little Yarn Shop. Little Yarn Shack, is it? Little Wool Shack. So I need to make. Yeah, basically it's a granny square. You just keep on going until it's got to be about 60 odd inches across. Then you sew it up and put cuffs on. I'm making this because Kelly keeps saying everybody wants oversized sweaters. So here I am with my oversized sweater. When I make things that are more form-fitting, she says, no, the fashion is for big baggy sweaters that are miles too big for people. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, it is easy to make, Cheryl. It's just well, I spotted this when Kelly was doing the shelves off, and I thought, oh, it just called to me to make a cocoon jacket. Yeah. Oh, Ross's channel. Who was I watching Ross the other day? And he was undoing a Hobium order, I think. Smells great guy, isn't it? That's Ross, isn't it? Hi, Marisa. Yeah, I need to make more. To use those cakes, though, that change colours and that, it's really only lend themselves, don't they, to shawls? Because if you're doing anything like a cardigan, you finish it with big colour splodges everywhere. So if anybody's got any ideas what else you use these colour stripy things with. Hi, Magali. No, I haven't donated to the trees. Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, a shawl, yeah, it's big enough that the colour changes go like that. But if you're making anything like a cardigan, you kind of finish up with one front green and the other front white, don't you? It's just not conducive to anything unless it's something big. We'll have to see what we'll use it also. Yeah, I've got the mirror image scarf book. I already got that. I don't know where it is, man, but I've got it. The ME show, I don't think I've seen that one. I'll have to look it up later. I can't look it up now because it would take me off this page. Yeah, some things are just not right, are they, for the cake yarns. And I've got so many cakes, so I need to use them up. They make good virus shawls as well. You know, the variegated cakes. But some of them have got such huge gaps. You know, you have this massive white bit and then a massive green bit. What I hate most of all is when you get a break and they put a knot in it, but they don't carry on with the colour sequence. They just put a knot in it of any colour whatsoever. So it like kind of breaks up your sequences. It just throws it all off. I think I've seen that. That me, Shaw. Didn't Claire do a video in it or not? Am I dreaming? All right, Shadia. We'll see you next week. See, there's my beads for today. Nice glittery beads. I've got lots of hobby cotton, but I've not had the cakes. I've just had the organic cotton. I got it because it was a really good price at the time, and I was making cotton tops. But at the moment, I've just put it on one side because we're back up to more autumn and winter things now, instead of the the cotton summer tops. Oh, got a yawn again. Oh, goodness gracious, it's only 12:10. I can't see me lasting much longer. I'll be going. You can't even tell Kelly to ring me up, can you? Yeah, the curved ones stay on better, don't they? The ones that go like that stay on your shoulders better than the ones that are straight. Drink plenty of water, Miguel. Get your sugar spike down. Will dilute all the sugars if you have loads of water. I know it probably means you'd be weeing all night, but No, this is just a very simple one. You know, that you do like a great big square and then you bend it over and stitch it together. And then you put your arms in one end, and it's one of the simplest shrug things. But it looks nice in the variegated. So I need to find out how much I'm supposed to be crocheting. I think it's about 60 something inches. I've got enough yarn. Oh, they're decorative, Miguel. They're all. Ooh. Oh, blimey. Oh, this is ideal for me when I'm talking to everybody. Yeah, they're more for show, I think, Miguel. I don't think they're worn particularly because they've got so many holes in them. But people do like them. So I'm hoping somebody will take a fancy to this one when I've done it. But it won't get to Kelly's. Oh, I'm not going this week. Yeah, I can't focus on anything hard. Miguel, I have to just chunder away at something dead easy. No, I'm not going to Kelly's on Friday because the Kelly's kids are off school half term. So I should be doing things with them all this week. Besides, there's not a lot I can do to help her really because she's the one who's be taking the photos. All I'll be doing will be sitting there chatting, distracting her. Yeah, I love looking at some of the hand-dyed yarns, but A, they're out of my pocket, and B, I am not paying that kind of price just to put my feet in shoes, you know. What can you buy with one? What can you make with one skein of it? You can only make a tiny little neckerchief or something, or a pair of fingerless gloves. Especially if it's only 50 grams. I know the first time I bought sock yarn, you know, the girl who I went to knit club with said, "Oh, you only need to get one ball of sock yarn." Where's my fingerless gloves? They're behind me, actually, Miguel. Yeah, so I just got one ball. And, oh, thank you. Remember, the postage is very, very expensive. What was I saying? I forgot now. I forgot. Yeah, I need something I don't have to focus on. Oh, I used to do everything when I was younger. Read a book, do my knitting, watch the telly. Oh, the fingerless ones, yeah, I think they're actually at Kelly's at the moment. Yeah, most people only buy one ball of sock yarn. I've got two absolutely gorgeous separate balls, separate hanks, I should say, sock wool, that I got when I went to Countess Blaze. But I mean, what can you do with one ball apart from a pair of socks? Yeah, I only bought one ball of sock yarn, but they didn't tell me it was like 100-gram ball, not 150-gram ball I needed. What's behind me on the chair? It's a shawl. someone sent me. Somebody made for me and sent it me. My 2 latest ones that I got sent, was it last month, the month before? They're upstairs at the moment because they're brand new. So I'm leaving them that way for a little while. I'm wearing the old ones first. They're the best ones at the moment, so they only get out when I'm going somewhere. I can't be doing with having every. Countess of Blaze, they were gorgeous. They were all multicoloured ones. I think one's got like a navy blue base. I must reach them out. They're really, really pretty. And they've got camel hair, I think, in it. I need to reach them out to see what. But they're so small. What can you do with them, really, apart from a little tiny blanket or a little tiny shawl or something? Yeah, mine's hanked. You have to. Yeah, it's supposed to have camel hair in it. Because I was going through like, well, the yarns that they had, feeling them, and like put them next to my face, saying, "Oh, it's a bit itchy." So it's no. Yeah, it's definitely real camel hair. I'm going to sleep here. It's terrible. I'm going to not be staying on here very much longer. I am so tired. And I'm not due to go see my diabetic nurse until, yeah, I need to take my meds as well. I need to go and see my diabetes nurse as well this January. She wants me to go. Yeah, I'm definitely falling asleep here. I can feel myself going. I don't want to start going snoring and everybody trying to wake me up. So I'm going to enjoy. Yeah, I took painkillers when I first came on, so that's why it's making me tired. But my back was like, so I've got to go. Oh, thank you, Chris. Bye now. So I'm going, yeah, my hands itch with wool. I get all this like a dermatitis rash when I cross your knit with wool. So I know that I probably won't be able to wear this camel hair stuff when I make it, but you can't really sell it because it costs so much to buy the skein. You know, you're pricing yourself out the market even though it's only one skein. So we'll see. Right, night everybody. Thank you all for your company. I'm really sort of drooping now. You can probably see it in my eyes. I just suddenly go, don't I? What time is it here? It's actually 12:20, which is early for me to go, but I'm really, really tired. Oh, hi, Mia. You just arriving when we're all going. Somebody else start up a channel. Somebody else do one. And then you can all go on to that one. You know, because it's early for me, late for me and early for you. So somebody make a channel. Somebody do a channel, then you can all go over there. I shall leave you to decide who's going to have one. It's easy to do a live one, you know. No, you don't need me, Mia. There's lots of people on here that can do it. Yeah, you can all do it if you try. It's a shame that, you know, I'm having to go to bed and you're all there and you're like raring to go. So everybody, bye-bye. Thank you all for your company. Bye now.